Okay, hello everyone. We are live. I have never been live in YouTube before, so hopefully we're testing it out. We're doing membership audit week next week. We are going to be going live in this Facebook group. So I needed to test it out. And I didn't want to hold this, but oh, I don't really have like a place to put it. Okay, my audio is coming through. There you go. I'll just mute my computer. I'm not sure why I'm hearing my own audio, but that's okay. All right, so let's get into. We posted in our Facebook group if anyone had any questions, if we would answer them. So we're going to go and do that. I just want to make sure that you're seeing what I mean for you to be seeing, which should be my screen, because that's how I set it up. I'm learning Ecamm as I'm doing this, so it's pretty exciting. Okay, well, let's see. There's a lag, so let's see here. Thank you for your patience. You should be seeing my screen. Come on, come on. It's like still laggy. Anyways, so what I did, because I knew I needed to go live and I needed to test scheduling YouTube videos and testing how this all works, and I created a whole bunch of things in Ecamm, which is what we're using. Yes, you're seeing my screen. I decided to create this. So what I did was I went into my Facebook community and I said, hey, I need to test out going live on YouTube. So I thought, why not ask you for some questions? So we did. Okay, so the very first question is from Carol. And Carol says, I'm holding a retreat and I've been talking about my membership a little bit during my retreat. When do I officially announce to people that they can sign up? I had someone ask me today about it, and I said, the link is there. I haven't talked about it yet. And she said, well, I wasn't sure if I could sign up. I'm not quite sure how to put it, make that, or how to make that clear. Okay, Carol. So if you're running a retreat or a challenge and it's 5 days, then I would let people, like, you can talk about it on day 1 and 2, but really present it and make it really well known on day 3 that you've got this membership, that they can sign up for sure. Is there a deadline? Like, do you open and close doors for your membership? Or is there a bonus that's only available until a certain day or time? So let's say your retreat was Monday to Friday. Wednesday, you would open doors and let people know. And then you would have a day where you would close the doors. And I don't typically say that to be on Friday. I would give them past the weekend. Now, having said that, I don't like to expire something on a Monday. Mondays are tricky. People are busy. They're back into their regular schedules, or families back to school, what have you. And Mondays also can be holidays around the world. So I don't like to do like have a bonus expiring or the doors closing on a Monday. So I would give them till Tuesday to sign up, Tuesday night, to get the bonus, or then you're going to close your doors. So that's what I would do. Definitely don't say no to money. If people are already asking to join your membership, you give them the link and say, hey, I'm going to be offering this and I'm going to be offering some bonuses. If you sign up now, I'll make sure you get the bonuses as well. Okay. Eileen said, sorry, let's get these emojis out of here. What do you recommend for founding members when you're getting started? Do I need to have content ready? I'm planning on opening with a Q&A call and community, then build content based on what people want. Okay, that is awesome. Yes, start with a live Q&A. Yes, start with community. But some people might go into the membership not knowing what they want and need yet, or they're going to feel too shy to tell you. And also there's time between the time they come in, they tell you, and the time you build it and put it out. And you don't want that to be a long period of time. You want to like have that to be really short, because the longer that is, even if it's 2 weeks, will feel really long for someone who's paid you money. So what my recommendation would be is to have content ready or ready to be dripped out of your membership when they come in. Some people will create 2 or 3 months worth of content and have that available when members come in. But if it's truly a founding members launch, you don't have any content yet in your membership. But I would, if you know, you have an idea of what they need and want, I would then create some content and put it in the membership before they get there or the day they get there. Does that make sense? All right. I think I answered. Yes. Okay. Catherine says, "Yay, you're doing it." I know. I've been saying YouTube for a very long time. Okay. Carol says she has another question. And why do I get the feeling that, I don't know, if someone's watching this, like, please let me know. Okay. Did I just lose my spot? I did. Okay. Carol said, I have another question. What should I do? What should I offer for prizes? I have a dedicated Facebook group post, and a dedicated Facebook post for people to post their progress throughout her retreat. What prizes should you offer? Okay, so a prize could be something that you've already created, like a workshop that you've already created, whether you did it for a summit or you did it and you sold it separately. You can give them credit to something else. You can offer a one-on-one session. If you have a smaller audience, you could also offer a group session. So a group session would be like you give a spot for 4 people and then a 2-hour slot with you where they can ask any question that they might have when pertaining to your membership. Alex, my superstar that is helping me go live. Okay. What are some of your favorite supportive ways to check in with less active members without singling them out or making them feel bad? Absolutely. It depends on your relationship with them, how you word this, but I might, I know I can DM a lot of my members, so I might DM them or send them an email, a very private thing, and just be like, hey, you used to come to the calls a lot and you're not coming. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Is there anything I could do for you? Or it could be, hey, I was just going through our stats and I noticed you haven't logged in a while. Here are some of the things that we added recently. And I think it would be very timely if you wanted to, take this training and do la da 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 da, right? Another way is to email your whole membership and say, hey, if you only do one thing this month, make sure it's this thing. And you can point them to a lesson or a script or some kind of resource in your membership. What this does is more of a blanket touch point. It's a touch point for everyone. But what it does is if there are some people who they've been active, but now they're like slowing down, something might be up or they've kind of stepped away. This will make them feel good about coming back and taking the small action that will then bring them back into the membership and build and either continue the momentum that they built before or start new momentum for them. Katie, hello, Katie. When do you raise your price? How do you decide what to include in your membership? Okay, so you're going to have a price point that you start your membership at. And I like to do a good founding members launch. Those are probably one of my favorites. Unfortunately, you can only do them once per membership unless you totally revamp your membership and you do it again. So you're going to do a founding members launch, and then you're going to increase the price. Either when you're going to pick a date, kind of like what I said to Carol. So there's a date where either a bonus goes away or you close the cart, or you can just say in a founding members launch you could say, hey, come May 1st, the price is going up, and that's your deadline. So you're going to have a founding members launch rate. You're going to have the rate after the founding members launch, and then a year or two later, you're going to increase the price again. Some people don't increase the price at all. I do think that there is something to be said about welcoming your very first people and giving them a really good rate. You didn't have content when your membership was brand new. So what I would do is give them a rate, and then that's their rate for as long as they're a member and in good standing, meaning they pay their accounts, they pay their bills, or they keep up with the payments. Then great. If they leave your membership and come back a year later, they pick up at the current rate, whatever that rate is, not their previous rate. I think it's really good to value the people who came in as founding members, so give them that founding members rate. Then you're going to increase it, and then you're going to increase it a year or two later. So when you increase it, that's like your founding members rate should almost be like such a no brainer for people. Like, what? She's giving what for this amount? You need to make it so juicy that they're like, I got to tell my friends. That's how good it's got to be. And I'm not saying $10, right? But something good. Like if you know your membership later on is going to be $90 a month, then maybe you start it at 50, 60, 70 as the founding members rate, and then move it up to 80, and then move it to 90. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have the three rates. How do you decide what to include in your membership? You could do a couple of things. You could ask your members what they need. This is real. I highly, highly recommend this. Ask them what they need. I did a membership that I created in May 2019. I did a post and said, like, look, I want a membership. I want to be able to support you on an ongoing basis. What do you need from me? Here's some ideas. Here's some deliverables I'm thinking about. What would you like? And someone actually said to me, I need you to tell me what to put into my Facebook group Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and tell me what to do, and I'll do it. And I was like, oh, I could easily do that. But I didn't know that that's what they needed until I asked. I didn't know that they liked the way that I did it, or that they couldn't come up with the content ideas themselves. That was key because it was so easy for me, but not for them. And sometimes when things are so easy for us, we take advantage. We not take advantage. We don't realize how naturally and easily it comes to us, but not for others. So ask them what they want and need. I like to add a little aspect in my membership that either helps them implement, right? Like maybe a co-working or some kind of session which helps them implement. I love a good implementation challenge. And I also love to give them a step-by-step guide. Like, here is your workbook, here is your checklist. Once you get these things done, you can move on to the next thing. Like, here's the things you should be doing. Nobody wants to think anymore. So if you could take the thinking off their plate, even better. So create a resource for that. So create a resource where you're teaching, then they're implementing, then you give them the step-by-step process. Maybe you have a Q&A once a month. Maybe it's a private podcast. Maybe it's a Ask Me Anything, or maybe it's just another resource to help them implement everything at once. In our Engaged and Profitable membership, we have 4 deliverables. One is a session where they're either planning or analyzing what they've done or looking at executing things, and they've got a co-working. But then I also offer 3 other things. So they get email templates, and we also started doing post templates as well. They get a training guide, like a video, me training them. What is the thing? How do you do it? Why is it good? What to look out for? What to do? And along with that, I started creating, I've always given them step-by-step guides or processes, but now they're more like workbooks. And we will, like, it became so much easier to create content when I'm looking at each month as a kit. So each month they get, like, let's say a type of launch that they're going to be doing. So that's the training. They get the email templates, and then they get the workbook. So those 3 things together is a complete kit for them. Now, if you can think of your membership in that way, awesome. I think it'll really just support and help you create your content so much quicker. Okay, I'm going to refresh this. Let's see if there's any other questions. I didn't think so. Okay, great. I didn't want to leave anyone much for joining me on our first Q&A. Thank you so much. Bye.